Good day, everyone. Chris Heerlein here of REAP Financial. Excited to talk to you about my favorite retirement account. It's not the 401k, it's not the 403b, or even the Roth IRA. It's hard for me to say that. You know I like that one, but it's what's called a health savings account. And this is available for so many of you that are working. You have a high deductible health insurance plan, and if you do, in most cases, you can open up or have your employer open up a health savings account. Now, with a health savings account, a lot of people don't get so excited about them because it's like, well, I got to put money out of my paycheck into an account that I can only use for medical. And if you're young or even, in your mid-years, you may not have a lot of medical expenses. You don't really feel like you're saving for your future retirement. I get it. But today I want to show you the power of health savings account and the legacy benefits that come with a health savings account. So let me paint the picture for you. You establish a health savings account and you can put generous amounts in these accounts. As a family plan, well over $7,000 a year, and that's tax deductible, okay? So the money goes in, and then in many plans you can pick the type of investments you want to invest in. So we want to get that money breaking a sweat through the years. And then when you or your spouse or a child, if you have a medical expense, the way we advise is that you don't touch the health savings account. Don't pull out the checkbook. Don't pull out the HSA debit card. Now you're really confused. Chris, why are we using this account? Well, what I want you to do is I want you to keep track of every medical expense along the way. You can keep receipts in a shoebox, or you can keep a nice spreadsheet, whatever that is. But along the way, you're keeping track while you're funding your account. Then down the road, come retirement or any time before retirement or after retirement, you can then cut yourself a retroactive reimbursement check every medical expense that you've had through the years that HSA was open. Now, if you've been funding this account for years at $7,000 plus a year, and the compounding effect of that in the stock market and beyond, you could have tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in a health savings account when you go to retire someday. Now it's time to live on the portfolio because the paycheck stops, right, in retirement. So now we've got a tax-free bucket of money because you can now reimburse yourself out of that account. Now, if you had a $200,000 HSA and you had $120,000 of medical expenses along the way, well, you can only reimburse yourself for up to the $120,000 in this example. So you can't just reimburse it all out. But any expense you've had along the way, and then again, through your retirement, as you age up in retirement, chances are you will have more medical bills. You will have more expenses in that realm. And so you could go to your IRA or 401k to cover those expenses, but guess what? All of that money is taxable. That's going to increase your AGI and potentially put you in a higher tax bracket. If you have the HSA bucket, that's where it's powerful because as it comes out tax-free. So I want to just put a stamp on it. You get a tax break on the front, it grows tax deferred, and it comes out tax-free. It's like a super Roth IRA, and it's highly underutilized. You need to get informed on this. Now, what are some legacy benefits of an HSA? Well, first and foremost, you may want to put your beneficiary on this HSA into your living trust. You may want to make your trust the beneficiary and not your kids, because if your trust is the beneficiary, when those dollars are inherited with the trust and then potentially to be distributed to the kids, you can have your estate pay the taxes instead of your kids. So if your kids are in their 50s, 60s when you pass away, they're probably in their highest earning years. When they inherit a HSA, that was not their HSA. So any dollars that come out of there will be taxable to them. However, if you make your trust the beneficiary, you could potentially have your estate pay the tax, let it go to your heirs tax-free, not be a burden on them. Another strategy, for those of you that are charitably inclined, if you have causes you believe in, a health savings account can be left to those causes 100% tax-free as well. So there's a way to enhance your charitable gifts and really magnify the family's charitable giving. And another way is for those of you that are giving annual gifts to children, okay? Here's a real efficient way. You could actually contribute to their health savings account. In 2024, you're going to be able to give up to $18,000 per person per year to friends and family. And so what I'm saying is you could actually take part of that gift, have it fund their health savings account. They get a personal tax deduction on their return, and they're getting a gift all the same time. So it's a double whammy. Tax efficiency on the front, and who doesn't like free money from mom and dad? So you want to use these tax-wise gifts to enhance not only your family, keeping wealth in the bloodline, but also to give to causes you care about.